The threat of financial death with final expense telesales. I'm here to talk with you about what has taken place and what takes out so many insurance agents. Understand that 8% of life insurance, final expense insurance agents will thrive and survive. And I'm going to give you 4 tips so that you can hopefully see success when others do not. This industry is amazing, but you need to understand tip number 1. If you're taking notes, and I'm going to drop 4 to you today that you're going to want to find out before you jump into final expense telesales, is belief. Belief is the absolute backbone of this industry. And if you're in a position where you don't believe you can do it, well, you're probably right, honestly. You've got to be in a position where you have belief. Belief is foundational to you finding success. It's so important, believe it or not. You've got to have belief. If you've got this quiver about you where you're like, you know what, I just may quit. I don't know if I'll make it. If that's you, you're probably right. Understand you've got to have a deep-seated belief if you want to see success. It's very, very, and I mean very important. Now, it doesn't mean you're not going to have a little bit of fear. Fear is normal. When I jumped into telesales so many years ago, when I've done telesales combined with my insurance background over 2+ decades, over 20+ years, and I had a little quiver in my voice when I first started. I visited the bathroom many a times, but I didn't let that knock me out. I let belief stay within me, and I became a beast in the industry because I believed that I could do it early on. I had belief. Belief, believe it or not, is foundational to you finding success, but I'm going to help you understand how you can have a deeper seated belief and find hopefully some amazing levels of success. But belief is foundationally important to you finding success in this industry. So you've got to believe you can do it. You've got to, and I mean, got to dig deep and believe that you've got what it takes. And then when you're in a position where you're like, you know what? I believe I can do it, but I need some help. If you want to make more money selling final expense in the telespace or even into the face-to-face play, you've got to believe you can do it, but then you've got to go find a mentor. If you want to make more money in insurance sales, you've got to have a mentor that's really made it. It's so important that you've got somebody that's done it, been there, done that, got the t-shirt. You've got somebody like me at jasonfinalexpense.com, and I do partner and mentor some of the most powerful insurance agents across this nation to sell life in Medicare and even annuities in the telespace and in the face-to-face play. And we do recruit agents across the nation as well. But the real magic to make it and to not have financial death and heartache is to have somebody that helps make a way for you. They've got to make time for you. A mentor can help you. Early on in my career, so many years ago, I had a mentor in my life that made a way for me, picked up the phone when I needed them, helped me, took me into the field, took me into a place of profitability because he knew what it looked like. He knew when you have that temporary feeling that, oh no, I don't know if I'll make it. Well, he knew how to guide me and how to help me get what I wanted. And that's so important for you. Make sure if you want to make more money in the telespace specifically, take the time to vet your mentor. Make sure your mentor has done telesales themselves. Ask this question: how many years have you done telesales? How many sales have you personally made, sir or ma'am, in your best 6 months, in your best 1 month? And how many agents have you personally helped become top producers? But you need to make sure that the person training you has truly made it, has truly arrived. Ask if they're a $1 million roundtable insurance agent. Have they ever qualified themselves? It's so important. You want to make sure that you're really learning from the top of the food chain because you've got to believe in what you're doing, and you've got to make sure that you're being given true mentoring, true help, not someone that maybe is giving you a free Frankenstein script or not able to make time for you. And you just find out time and time again that you're given maybe a script, you're given some videos, some websites, and you're trying to figure it out. That's the wrong way. And it's going to create in you this like lack of belief because no one's actually being there for you. Mentoring is so much more than here's a script, here's a study buddy, and I hope you make it and I hope you survive. If you want to find success, you have to vet your mentor, vet your upline, vet your trainer. It'll translate into an easier engagement. It'll translate into better belief, and belief, as we know, tip number 1 is the backbone of everything we do in this industry. So please make sure, if you want to make more money with final expense telesales, if you want to be one that makes it, to be a six-figure income earner, a seven-figure income earner, if you see that being you, because you've got a deep belief in what you're going to accomplish, and you've found a good mentor, you found that your upline has truly done this and is there for you, you're ready, you've got a good script, you've got turnkey systems, you're ready to translate the business into massive levels of success because you've put the time in. You want to translate this business powerfully, you want to get better in final expense telesales, do you want to learn faster? Then you need to find, and I mean find, a very good mentor that can make a way for you. Sometimes people will say they'll be there for you, and then you find out they're not. And the men and women that partner at jasonfinalexpense.com, we are like work family. We do things differently on purpose. And feel free to check the agent interviews and testimonials on my playlist and up here at the end of this video as well. But we do things amazingly well. And it's because we're a good group of folks that has fun together. We do the same things. I sold over $1,000+ of AP myself in the telespace just yesterday morning. I love what we do. The power of us is so important. So find a good mentor that's really made it. Be careful of folks that say they do telesales, but have never done it, don't have a foundation of success. They can't give you the keys to the kingdom if they've never been there and done that. You've got to have a deep-seated belief once you find a good mentor. But then the third tip that I'll share with you is you've got to have leads. If you want to make it, the financial death that comes to so many final expense insurance agents, whether it's into the face-to-face play or in the telespace play, believe it or not, tip number 3 takes out a lot of insurance agents, and it's because you don't buy enough leads. You're dipping the toe in, and that'll take you out. If you're only buying, let's say, 20 leads in the telespace, you didn't buy enough leads, you're going to go broke. And a lot of times we've got this risk avoidance where, I believe I can do it, but I don't believe enough in myself to buy enough leads. That's going to take you out. It's going to leave you with a horrible feeling in yourself. It's going to put you in a place where you almost feel like you've got financial death, financial ruin. And it's because you didn't really buy enough leads. You thought you believed in yourself, but you didn't take the step. You didn't take the jump. You didn't take the leap of faith and find yourself with the laws of averages in your favor. You want to find financial success in final expense telesales? My goodness, don't dip your toe in. Don't dip your toe in. Just buy leads. You've got to have enough leads, like a carousel, all right? Remember that carousel that was outside of like Kmart? Tiny little carousel when you were tiny, itty bitty 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 bitty. Well, if you tune that thing up and all you had is that itty bitty carousel, that's like buying just a couple leads. You're going to get dizzy. You're going to puke. You're going to feel horrible, and it's going to take you out. Even if you have the best scripts, you've got the best turnkey systems like what we do here at jasonfinalexpense.com. But if you even have the best of everything and you don't buy enough leads, you're not going to have enough at-bats. You won't have enough balls thrown at you. You won't have enough connections, and you won't capitalize because you didn't buy enough leads. You don't have like the circus carousel. You don't have the carnival carousel that's big. You've got to have a lot of leads that you buy if you want to really bring success and have the best chance of attaining success for yourself. So leads are so important. A lot of agents that have financial ruin don't really buy enough leads, and they don't consistently buy enough leads. You got to buy leads like a pipeline. You've got to put your priority on conversations. If you only have 20 potential conversations because you only bought 20 leads, of those 20 leads, you're only going to get so many people that are going to talk to you. This is going to take you out. Sometimes with leads, you're being told to buy direct mail for final expense telesales. Caustic advice. The phone numbers don't come back on a lot of these leads. It'll say DNC. There's no opt-in permission. And then those leads are so slow to get to you, and they're so expensive. You could have 2 or 3 leads for the price of that one direct mail leads. Sometimes you can get up to 5 leads for the cost of a direct mail lead that are exclusive to you when you're going statewide. So don't buy leads that are direct mail for final expense telesales, but face-to-face play, that's perfect. That's what they're designed to do. That's a good lead for that, but it'll put you in a bad place if you're buying direct mail leads for final expense telesales. And I've got other content that I can put up here that'll address that as well. But if you want to accelerate, tip number 3 is very important. Make sure you buy enough leads. And I mean a lot of them. When you buy enough leads, it's kind of scary, right? Just like jumping into a lake. It may seem cold and you may not get in if you just dip your toe in the water. But if you take the leap and jump in, yeah, it may take your breath away for a second when you're buying that set of leads, but you're going to see higher levels of success, because if you've got 100 leads, you're going to get hopefully somebody that'll say yes to you. And that yes will just increase your belief, which is the backbone, tip number one, of you not having financial ruin. You've got to buy enough leads and accelerate. When you sell one, go sell another one. It's like amazingly electric. It'll just get you going, get that pep in your step, because you're going to be told no a lot. This is why tip number two is so important, is the mentoring. A mentor can help you understand what to make of all this rejection, what to make of getting told this or getting told that. A mentor will take you to the next level if they make time for you. But if they're scheduling a Calendly and maybe pushing you out for a day or two later, it can leave you with a horrible taste in your mouth, because you're lost in this labyrinth of videos, this labyrinth of what am I supposed to do? That's not a way to make wealth in this industry. And that's why a lot of agents fail out and don't find success. So first off, belief. Number two, make sure you've got a mentor that's made it and can make a way for you. It's so important to you making the wealth. And tip number three, buy a lot of leads. Buy a lot of leads. You go in with just dipping your toe in, it'll take you out. Make sure you buy enough leads. And I know it's scary, and there's no guarantee of success with final expense telesales or Medicare insurance telesales or annuity sales. There's no guarantee here. Those that do are those that get. It is a performance-based business 100%. But if you want the best chance of finding financial gain and minimizing financial death in this industry, you've got to take the leap. You've got to just do it. You got to have belief. You got to have a good mentor. You got to just buy the leads. And tip number four, the real magic, is the power of being consistent and persistent. You've got to be consistent and persistent to find success. And that's just like, you've got a proven power script. You've got turnkey systems for anything that comes at you. You know how to write the carrier. The real magic now is having belief, having leads. Now you've just got to work them routinely. That's the real magic here. Once you have a good mentor, once you've got true turnkey systems, not some free Frankenstein script out there, once you've got someone that's been there, done that, and actually like found success their whole career, all right, you will be in a position where I now need to just put myself forward and really get after it. It's a boring business, everyone watching. It's a boring business. It really is. But you're going to make more by being boring, staying in your lane, not getting distracted by, oh, I'm going to do ACA. Oh, now I'm going to do Medicare. Oh, now I'm going to do annuities. Oh, my. It's like, no, you're not going to be mighty until you knuckle down on the real magic of one myopic, boring product. That's how you're going to become a beast, because you're going to be honing yourself, helping your prospects get what they want, serving them humbly. But that's going to help you find success, because you're going to be all about the help to the prospects, being powerfully consistent, powerfully persistent when they tell you no. And I said, when they tell you no, you're going to get told no a lot. It's a negative business. But if you want the best chance of not having financial death in this industry, please have good belief. You got to believe you can do it, but you can believe you can do it by finding a good mentor that's made it, that offers you true turnkey systems, that really makes the time for you so that you can take your career hopefully to the next level. It's so important that you've got good proprietary systems. You've got a mentor, a trainer that's truly translated the business into powerful levels of success. Success breeds success. Let me share with you. So find a good mentor, but then buy enough leads and make sure you've got good leads. And if you're maybe brand new and you don't have enough final expense insurance leads and you're like, I don't have a lot of money, that's okay. You can buy aged leads. You can get good aged leads for like $1.50 a piece. And if you need good aged leads, feel free to reach out on my contact form at jasonfinalexpense.com, and I'll help you with some resources that can get you really good leads for a great price, because there's no reason not to jump into this space when you are ready, when you're trained, when you've got a good mentor that's made it. It's magical. It really is. When you get that sale, there's nothing better than that feeling. It really increases belief, and belief is everything. It's the foundation of you finding success. But then you've got to Embrace the monotony, the boringness of dialing the stinking phone all day, every day if you're in telesales. Or if you're a face-to-face insurance agent, you got to embrace the boring aspect of looking out your windshield, banging on doors, getting told no, getting stood up, sitting on cat pee couches for a while, getting told, no, I'm not going to buy from you. Thanks, I'll do it later. You got to be ready for that. It's boring. You're going to get told a lot of stupid things. You're going to get told a lot of funny things. You're going to have a great time if you would enjoy it, but you've got to believe you can do this by finding a good mentor, by buying lots of leads, and then just being persistent and enjoying the consistent, hopefully, income flow of you finding success. You can be part of this 8% that dominates. And the reason that there's so many six-figure income earners and so many seven-figure income earners is because there's so many insurance agents that start off that never find a good mentor. They join an organization where it's just a house. It's not a true home. And you find out that maybe you're not getting the help that you need. You're left on your own to try to figure out this web of information, and then you don't find the wealth. It's not right, but it happens to so many insurance agents than you may know. Believe you can do this. Find a good mentor, buy a lot of leads, and then stay powerfully consistent, my friends. I hope you make it. If I can do anything to serve you at all, feel free to reach out at jasonfinalexpense.com. I appreciate you joining with me today, and I hope today is amazing for you. I appreciate you. We'll see you soon.